I'm talking about Hey Reb, and I touched on this yesterday. A brief clip of it sort of went viral. I mean, it got the attention of a few people and it started a discussion. Now, I didn't get into this too much yesterday, but a couple of things I just have to get off my chest here. This is a completely, and I mean a completely made up controversy. Hey Reb was a mascot that was designed, okay, to replace Beauregard the Wolf, right? He was this Confederate soldier. And in 1983, I think that was the year, 1983, there's some concern that, having an actual Confederate soldier, wolf looking guy in a uniform, that, that this was a problem. And so what they did, they created a new mascot, okay? And out went the cartoon wolf, and in came, okay, the new guy, Hey Reb. Mike Miller created him. And it's, based on a rugged Western trailblazer exploring Nevada. And Miller sold the design for $1. It was really kind of a for the public, for the school, for the love of Southern Nevada. There it was. There was a 60-page report by the chief diversity officer. Can you imagine who the chief diversity officer is for a public university? And in the report, in that very report, it says that there's no basis of fact, right, of this Hey Reb guy being mascot being in any way related to the Confederacy. The Review Journal itself said that neither UNLV Rebels nickname nor its mascot have any ties to the Confederacy. End of the story. Then I think they had a survey, about 4,600 respondents. But 85 said it wasn't offensive. 6% said very offensive, 5% somewhat offensive, 4% slightly offensive. And so 15% people, because they were offended, right? The school decided to take, Hey Reb down, and they really haven't replaced him. They're just calling the Rebels, right? I don't even know it doesn't even matter what the mascot is. The mascot ought to be Hey Reb. Now, here's the argument. The debate on Twitter, if you missed it last night, the debate on Twitter is this. Sam, because some people are offended by this, we ought to be sensitive to those people who are offended and just move on. Because any link to the Confederacy, any link to institutionalized racism is bad. And the offense is in the eye of the beholder, right? The offense, if somebody feels offense, and that is enough for me, and it ought to be enough for you, Sam. The Hey Reb issue is bigger than Hey Reb. The Hey Reb issue is about the fact that we cannot be governed by a small minority of insane fools. If we do that, everything's lost.